Welcome, Dr. Greenwood. So I've got a couple of questions to ask you about some nutrients. What is the function of protein in the body? How does it enhance your sporting performance?
Well, Tom, there are 7 types of protein that to do with different things to help the body function correctly. Some types help the body help defense, which fights off germs, viruses, and illnesses, called antibodies. Antibodies are absorbed through the bloodstream and used by the immune system to fend off bacteria and detect viruses. Contractile proteins are another type which rejuvenate protein filaments. Protein filaments contract muscles at quick speeds, which help to do with movement.
Very nice answer.
Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers.
According to the Ironman Bodybuilding and Fitness Australia, they state that consuming excess protein under the age of 12 years old is unhealthy. Do you support this accusation?
I do agree that 12-year-olds shouldn't be taking excess protein, but according to Muscle and Fitness, excess protein isn't beneficial at any stage during the human lifespan. They state that daily consumption rate of protein powder is 50 to 75 grams daily at any age.
Thank you, Louie. The body processes nutrients in different ways. How are carbohydrates processed to other types of nutrients?
Well, the body processes carbohydrates in limited quantities, which are used as energy storages and have been absorbed through the small, intense walls. After carbs travel through the liver and as glucose, they enter the bloodstream, causing a rise in the glucose levels. Carbs are also stored as long-term fat. If the liver is overloaded, this long-term fat is unhealthy to the body and can lead to other diseases.
Hands up.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Are there any other nutrients that are processed the same way?
Protein and fats are also processed in the intestine, just like carbohydrates. When protein is digested, form into amino acids, unlike fats, which are turned into fatty acids and glycerol.
Very nice answer.
Yeah.
You know your stuff, Louie Greenwood.
I do.
Is there a consequence of under or overconsumption of iron?
Well, Tom, under iron consumption can lead to many effects such as drowsiness, fatigue, feeling weak and unable to focus correctly. Meanwhile, overconsumption of iron can lead to constipation, headaches, vomiting and many more.
Thank you, Louie. What are some solutions if you have an underconsumption rate of iron?
Well, Tom, this is an issue that can be overcome by having an iron-based diet, which includes eating lots of red meat, which is a great food source of iron. Also, iron tablets being consumed every day will help this deficiency. These can be bought from your nearest chemist. If those tablets don't work, you can go to see your local GP for a referral for a prescription drug for a stronger dose in serious cases.
Thank you. I'll need that information for later.
Oh, cheers, mate.
If there's any problems with my children. Yeah.
Are you fat?
No.
No, okay.
Why is body fat a health concern in Australia's youth?
Well, body fat is a growing concern in Australia's youth according to Aussie Body's fitness website. 1 in 4 Australian youth are overweight, obese, due to ridiculous amounts of fast food joints in Australia. This statistic is growing, which means it has to be taken in a serious fashion and be prevented. The education system created by AUS, yells that implemented in a few nutrition programs which is aimed to decrease the body fat percentage of Australia's youth.
Thank you, Louie. I think we've got a few more questions to ask you. What are some food sources that contain fibre in them?
There are many food sources that contain fibre in them. Here are some ingredients that are rich in fibre. Beans, whole grains, brown rice, nuts and berries. These foods are cheap and also feeling really good for you, which is great for weight loss and dieting. These foods are recommended by the Mood of Food magazine.
Thank you, Louie. Just one more question, just to sum it all up. What nutrients do you recommend for a healthy daily intake?
Tom, all nutrients are good. All nutrients are good, but I've got 4 key nutrients for you. And I would say fats, saturated fats, sugars, and sodium. They are my 4 key nutrients.
Thank you, Louie.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, on the Tom Skirtler Show. Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. Pleasure to have you, mate.
Good, mate. Cheers. Dr. Greenwood out, bro.